Recently on African streets, a Chinese person filmed an electric bike supposedly seized by traffic cops in China. The license plate from Nanjing, Jiangsu remained clearly visible. On December 14th, a bike owner from Jilin spotted his confiscated motorcycle on Douyin appearing on Congo's streets. For years, Chinese police have seized illegal bikes, moving them with confiscated motorcycles. On December 10th, a netizen in Guangzhou, Guangdong, filmed a local police impound lot for electric bikes. Thousands of seized bicycles were piled up messy, filling the entire space. On December 14th, another video revealed the fate of bikes taken by traffic police nationwide. They are resold on digital platforms and shipped to Africa. On November 30th in Guangdong, a delivery worker losing his bike smashed it repeatedly with the battery. What happens to these bikes? Mr. Li, a former grassroots worker in China, noted that police used seized vehicles for revenue for years. Superiors set annual seizure targets, even during holidays. Usually, bikes are sold through internal channels to rural areas. Some get repainted or refurbished, while some stay new. Only a few are publicly crushed for media shows. Recently, many have been exported to Africa under the Belt and Road Initiative. Authorities profit from them. First, electric bikes are a vital transport mode for regular people. Whether commuting, getting kids, or grocery shopping, they are super convenient. So, regulators shouldn't just impose bans, they should provide reasonable guidance. Second, most people have low incomes, especially lately due to the tough economy. Even if they afford a car, high insurance, parking, maintenance, and gas costs are too much. Cars become unaffordable. Besides electric bikes, I see no other cheap transportation. Lastly, some experts claim electric bikes are unsafe in various ways. Well, I must ask, do cars on the road reach 100% safety? Starting December 1st, China stopped selling electric bikes meeting old national standards. New models now comply with revised mandatory standards. Consequently, older models risk being seized on the streets. The new standard limits speeds to 25 kilometers per hour. New bikes lack old features like carrying passengers or store cargo. This new standard faces public pushback. Let me give a comparison. First, ignore the bike. Look at me. This bag isn't fashion, it's a charger. Why hang it here? Because there is no storage. This new standard bike has no rear compartment or place for anything. The space below fits nothing, and I cannot add a trunk. The charger is necessary. I have to hang the bag on my waist when going out. My jacket fits nowhere either. It's not stylish, but it's the only way. About the helmet, I wear it riding, but otherwise I just hang it here. It always stays here. Look at the seat. This is the new standard, the only legal one. This is a cushion. I must lock it up or someone steals it. We won't discuss seat quality. There is a speed limit of 25 kilometers per hour, which we might accept. But for delivery drivers, if they can't arrive on time, they can't earn money. If they don't make money, they can't support families, right? It's also impractical for picking up kids since there is no passenger seat. Just watch. When I take my worker out, I ride ahead and he follows because he can't sit behind. What do you think of this? Any thoughts on the experts' ideas? By the way, this bike costs over 4,000 yuan. A delivery rider noted, currently, all 3 major food platforms have accepted this. So there won't be speeding anymore. The new standards state that if a rider works over 4 hours straight, the system pauses them for 20 minutes. If they work over 8 hours a day, a mandatory rest is required. The average bike speed cannot exceed 25 kilometers per hour. It seems these new national standards are trending lately. First, standards for electric motorcycles changed, and now it's the electric bike's turn. How should we handle this? I don't ride them, so I don't know the stress of picking up kids at 25 kilometers per hour. I don't know the frustration of having no place for a raincoat or charger. I also don't know the suffocating feeling of spending a month's salary on a bike you can't use. When you removed the back seat, you forgot moms need it. When you removed storage, you forgot we need to get home even when it rains. When you sold these at high prices, you forgot some people only earn 180 yuan daily. You claim it's for safety, and we agree, but safety shouldn't make life impossible. It shouldn't turn a bike into just an ornament. We complain and criticize not out of nonsense, but because life is becoming unbearable. New rules should respect the market and human nature. They should aim to improve lives and support industries, not squeeze ordinary people. We hope you consider the lives of common folks more. While thinking about safety, please also think about practicality. People believe these experts behind the new standards might just be doing it for money. Again, we hope you consider ordinary people's lives and practicality. Everyone. The main reason they target these bikes is because the public is divided. This huge market is a golden revenue opportunity. More importantly, people who ride electric bikes are usually ordinary folks with no power or influence. When checking bikes, they don't worry about upsetting anyone important. These experts keep messing around. Starting December 1st, all old standard electric bikes are banned from sale. Look at the bikes in my store. We can't sell them anymore. What is this new standard even about? It means each new bike costs 500 to 800 yuan more than the old ones. They're telling us to replace soft seat cushions with iron ones. Are you serious? You want us sitting on iron? Why not replace your BMW or Mercedes seats with iron? And why are bikes getting slower with a 25 kilometers per hour limit? Why not just push a regular bicycle? I'll tell you, these so-called professionals have too much free time. They're finding ways to mess with common folks and empty our pockets. Have you noticed old bikes lasted 4 to 6 years? Look at this old model. It was made with chromium batteries and thick lead plates. Back then, there were no weight restrictions. Now the limit is 55 or 63 kilograms, forcing battery changes. What do? We lighten them by switching to recycled lead, causing capacity to drop fast. They removed chromium, making batteries less heat resistant. So they swell and wear out faster. That's why after spending thousands, battery life drops drastically after just 1 year. It doesn't go as fast or last as long anymore. Due to nationwide resistance, by mid-December, Chinese dealerships reported a sharp decline in business with very low sales. Store owners are complaining everywhere. Today is day 6 since the new bikes arrived, and sales remain steady at 0. Thanks to all shop owners for their concern, electric motorcycles are also at 0. I'm just reporting the sales performance. Our store sold 2 bikes but had to return 1. New standard bikes are too slow and can't climb hills. Every day. Many people ask about bikes, but the bigger ones are all electric motorcycles. Since those require a license, people change their minds. They don't want the slow new standard bikes either. What used to be a busy street, once lively with people every day, is now just empty and quiet. The latest models have been here 10 days, and no one has bought any. Finally, we sold 1. But the customer came back after getting a plate and argued to return it. It's not because my bike is bad or the battery life is short, so why? Everyone probably knows. Can we even keep this business going? It's getting impossible. An owner told reporters that most customers only inquire about bikes. Very few place orders. Consumers remain hesitant, causing profits to decline rapidly. One manager began clearing old models in mid-November. He switched to new standard bikes. Yet not a single one has sold. After the first batch sparked controversy, they were sent back for modifications. One owner sold 2 bikes in a week, but had 1 returned. They hoped factory improvements would help, but some brands only added a helmet hook. Although bikes can technically carry passengers now, the thin metal support rods are very weak. They are merely for show. Some brands added storage, but still lacked mirrors. Neither the first batch nor the returned models have gained any traction. They stay unsold, leaving business owners frustrated. It appears the industry may face future profit challenges. New national standard bikes are both unsellable and facing heavy criticism. Even major companies are admitting their mistakes. But the real question is why this happened. If you had listened to mainstream users during the update, would you be here? And who are those users? Just go to the market. See the housewives buying groceries and picking up kids. They are the mainstream users. Why not listen to delivery guys? They spend more time riding these than you do researching them. These bikes aren't for display. They're made to be used. When users are happy, they will buy them. Also, listen to people in smaller cities about value for money. In big cities like Beijing, some don't care about cost. But for us, that money is 2 months' salary. New standard bike sales remain sluggish. While old models circulate discreetly, some stores haven't even stocked new ones. Lights in these stores stay off, making them hard to notice until a potential buyer shows interest. Insiders believe these underground transactions are harder to regulate and add to market chaos. Media reports show many stores sold out of old bikes priced over 1,000 yuan. The cheapest old models now cost 2,799 yuan, matching new bike prices elsewhere. While new bikes struggle, netizens found that senior electric wheelchairs are becoming popular among young workers. They go faster than electric bikes, and traffic police can't handle them. Since the new policy, many young people gave up on bikes and bought wheelchairs instead. Why? Because they are affordable and don't fall under transportation regulations. They aren't motor or non-motor vehicles, so they aren't subject to the same restrictions. This has made them thrilled. Now they commute without helmets. No license plates, no traffic rules, no jams, and they even get exclusive lanes on subways. Plus, they don't worry about finding a seat. This saved them years of hassle. Best part, they only need one hand to operate. At a small table. And you can eat while riding. It's incredibly convenient. Honestly, if young people have the nerve, they're unstoppable. Craziest of all, after some tweaks, these wheelchairs can go 80 kilometers on one charge. It's a reliable way to get around. Even manufacturers never imagined their user base would shift from disabled people to the youth. A Shenzhen netizen posted a video. Young people today have wild ideas. I saw a girl on a wheelchair in the subway. I was curious and asked. She said her office is 3 kilometers from home and the wheelchair is easier. She doesn't have to walk, and police don't stop her. She looked quite comfortable sitting there. Netizens nationwide shared images of young people using wheelchairs. Recently, at a Jinan Shandong tourist spot, a resident filmed a video. What's with young people? Bikes and cars aren't allowed in the scenic area. So they created a wheelchair fleet. They're asked to leave, but wheelchairs can still enter. Seeing them stroll around leisurely makes me a bit annoyed. A vlogger filmed a similar scene in Hubei. The old man on a wheelchair was going so fast. I tried to remind him, but no matter how hard I rode my electric bike, I couldn't keep up. He just zoomed away. I'm impressed. The vlogger said, the ultimate solution is here. There's even an off-road version at a reasonable price. If you want to deliver food, refer to the picture below. Whether you use it is up to you. Expert Xu Ku said public resistance to new bikes is a successful model of soft resistance. In the future, this can be used for other rights protection, including political resistance against the CCP. This is a tactic the powerful party fears most.